Alright, so in the past few days, I've been reading this book, Beyond Good and Evil by Friedrich Nietzsche. And reading the first few pages were a tough time because this is the first time I'm reading this book this in this genre. Uh, so this was my first book. Now, at the same time, I've gotten kind of a profound understanding of what Nietzsche is trying to say. At least that's what I think. What as far as I could grasp his words and sentences. Now, in the first few pages, what Nietzsche is trying to say is he's addressing the title of the book itself, Beyond Good and Evil, and what the future generation of philosophers will do. And the thing to notice here is that we are often clueless on what the tasks and things we classify or categorize as good and similarly evil. Now, let's just say the good and evil are interrelated. Now, you might be saying, how is that possible? Now, the thing Nietzsche is trying to say is that good and evil, oftentimes the so called quote unquote good, is derived from evil, either derived or at least it is identified with evil. I can't say the exact thing what Nietzsche was trying to say in this line, but what I can say is, in my perspective, in my how I like to sort of visualize it, is that let's just say you want to study for an exam, you want to pass a sort of whatever exam it might be. You want to pass that exam, you must study 8 hours a day on a daily basis, regularly. Now, the good is passing that exam. Now, how is that good derived? From studying 8 hours a day. Now, is that 8 hours a day in itself a pleasing task, a good task? By good, he means like a pleasurable task? No. Studying for 8 hours a day is a rigorous task, right? But that's what Nietzsche means by the good and evil being, the good being derived from evil. The interconnectivity between the good and evil is essentially what we are often not aware of. And that's what he's basically trying to say in the first few pages, since I've only read that many pages. And to put it in another way, many of us, big chunk of human population, is searching for good and quote unquote good and quote unquote evil in the wrong place. The good is supposed to be found, is supposed to be searched in the place, in a habitat which is not so good. So, David Goggins has said this a lot of times in his appearances in multiple podcasts. We often search for fulfillment, accomplishment, happiness, real happiness in the wrong place. We think we'll find the true fulfillment in binge watching the latest anime or the latest Netflix show. But that's sophistry and bullshit, because when you truly find yourself, how you truly find the core, your core self, is by hard times, is in a hard habitat, not so pleasing, unpleasurable habitat. In for David Goggins, it's running 100 miles or something. For everyone, it's different, but you get the idea that searching for good in a easy, comfortable habitat is what we are usually misguided by. And just how Nietzsche put it, we should be searching for good in the evil, because the good is interconnected to the evil. Now, by evil, again, Nietzsche, I don't think Nietzsche is meaning by evil go and do some malignant activity which is against the societal norms. But evil, in his words, is, as far as I can capture, is described as things that are not so gratifying at the moment, but will serve you in the future. That is what the correlation between good and evil is essentially portrayed in this book. So, to put this perspective in the self-improvement niche language, just delay your gratification, man. Don't chase instant gratification, because the good feeling that you're getting when you're chasing instant gratification is essentially evil, alright? Evil for you in the long term. But whereas delayed gratification is good for you in the long term. So that's what, as much as I could summarize the first few pages. And yeah, J is for good in the evil, because good is seldom to be found in the comfortable habitat. Oftentimes it is found in the mostly uncomfortable habitat, not the place where you sit in your couch and binge watch the latest Netflix show or something. So yeah, that's all I could grasp, as much as I could synthesize the information in the first few pages. Yeah, if I find something more interesting, I'll post it in a future video. So yeah, thank you for watching out till the end. If you made it out till here, till the end, be sure to leave a like on the video, and what else, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. It helps the algorithm. So see you in the next one. I hope you're working hard, and that's all I have to say. Bye.